Hello guys, Bjorn here once again with a handy tip telling you how to adhere to a buyer's needs and wants and how to maximise your returns on your property. So obviously when anyone's looking at a property to purchase, they have needs and they also have wants. It's very important that you understand the difference between the two. Needs for a buyer will be number of bedrooms to accommodate their family, number of bathrooms, a suburb, number of parking spaces, the price, the budget that they've got to work with, and is it affordable. That's what's going to give them a property that they're willing on putting an offer on, and they're normally just going to be a minimum based offer if it meets their needs. Then on the other hand, you've got wants: pool, extra garaging, fresh paint, new kitchens, new bathrooms, ducted air conditioning, second living areas, good area position, things like outdoor entertaining may come into that, close to shops, transport, all these other particulars. 2.7 metre high ceilings, stone bench tops, does it have a dishwasher, does it have a 900mm cooktop as opposed to a 600. These are all what we call wants. Now it's important to understand that when you meet a buyer's needs, they'll put an offer on a property. But when you meet their needs and then you couple their needs with their wants, they'll actually end up paying a much higher price for the property. So it's important before you put your property in the market to determine where your property sits and are there any small things that you can do in order to adhere to their needs and also cater for their wants. Because once you get into this section, you're providing their wants, that's when the extra money comes in. Important to understand, 65% of buyers said recently that they will pay more for a property with the appropriate air conditioning. And nowadays that means either multiple split systems, reverse cycle heating and cooling, or ducted reverse cycle air conditioning. 65% of buyers would pay more for a property with the appropriate air conditioning. So if you don't have any air conditioning, you think, it doesn't matter, they can do it themselves. It doesn't matter, but you're going to be getting into this minimum price. It may cost you $6 grand to put ducted in, but you're not going to be getting a 20 or 30 grand premium when you haven't at least accommodated for that. 65% said the number of car parks was a big issue, and 65% of people would pay more for a property that's got better garaging, at least has a carport, even a carport with through access. So 65% of buyers found air conditioning and car parking would result in them paying more for a property if it actually had what they wanted. Interesting, 33% in this day and age are wanting solar panels. Solar is actually becoming a need and also a want. It's sort of in between both of them. But it's very, very interesting to understand that only 1% said that a pool was what would make them determine whether or not they purchased the property. So I hope that's been useful for you. If you have any further questions or you'd like my advice on how you can achieve best price, give me a call on 0404 164 447 and get Team Bjorn Kunzel going to work for you to get your property sold for the maximum price in the shortest possible time. Bye for now.